7-figure squad. Play finesse, we going far. 7-figure squad. Who are we? 7-figure squad. What we do? Run it up, run it up. Who are we? Hey, 7-figure squad. What we do? Run it up, run it up. Started from zero, got God in the plan, yeah. Now I'm counting blessings, got wealth in my hand. Used to dream small, not a mindset grand. Now I move like a boss, not a flash in the gram. It's a squad, not a clique. It's a mission with a vision. We building 7 figures, not just flexing for attention. Faith in the grind, purpose in the hustle. I don't chase cash, I attract it through muscle.
78% of NFL players go broke within 3 years of retirement. Meanwhile, Shaq says his best financial move was one thing most people are told to avoid by their advisors. One of these clips shows an NFL legend that we're going to review today explaining why he put his money into, what? An annuity. Another one shows a guy checking his 401k and says, stop, when he sees the deductions coming out of his paycheck. And there's a creator here that says that the sweet spot of making money in America today is approximately $2 million a year. And after that, there's no point in going higher. I agree with all parts of these, but there's one thing missing in all of these. Now, before we jump in, drop in the comment section, or if you're watching the replay, drop in the comment section where you are watching from. What part of the country are you watching? What part of the world are you watching from? And tell me this, have you ever been told that annuities are bad? Oh, you have? You've been told that annuities are bad? Yeah, please drop yes or no in the chat. Drop yes or no in the comments below. I want to see what you've been told about annuities before I show you what the wealthy actually do. All right. Look, financial guidance is everywhere now. It's probably one of the most trending reels and niches. That's correct. I said that word properly. Niche. Like chair, chapter, cheese, cholo, niche. Financial guidance is a great niche. Some of it that you see out there is solid. Some of it sounds good, but leaves out some parts that are really important. And today I want to react to 4 clips that are blowing up. And I'll show you what they've got right, and I'll show you what they potentially may have left out. So let's get into it. First episode here is Ndamukong Suh talking about why some NFL players go paycheck to paycheck. Let's check this out.
That are, again, still living paycheck to paycheck because $100,000 and you're getting hidden with the jock tax and cut that in half. Like you're playing for New York. That's $50,000 that you're bringing home. Think about that. Think about that. Let's just bump it up to 200 grand. You're living in New York or / New Jersey. You making 200 grand and you cut that in half. That's 100 grand, but they're expecting you to live like the superstar that's making 40 million a year. That ain't mathing.
But I love what he's doing right now to recreate himself here post his NFL career. But he is 100% right. $100,000 income in New York after the jock tax. That's $50,000 take home. $200,000. It's $100,000. And everyone around you, especially if you're an athlete, they expect you to live like you're making $40 million. They want their hands are out. You can do this. You can do. We're hanging with them. Bottom line, as an NFL athlete, oftentimes the math doesn't math. But here's what Suh didn't say. Okay, the players who keep it, they just don't understand taxes. They understand layers. So let me introduce to you a basic framework as a pro athlete, how you should look at layering your money before you live on it. Number one, protection first. We're talking about life insurance. We're talking about liability coverage. We're talking about the stuff that keeps you, what you build that keeps you creating that income just in case you cannot perform. Second, building a cash reserve. You need liquid money you can touch without penalties. Third one, wealth engine. It's a third one. It's the third layer. Assets that produce income whether you play or not. And of course, last but not least, the fourth, legacy, what you're building for the next generation, if you care to do it. By the way, Proverbs 13:20-22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Oh, by the way, what did I leave out? Lifestyle? Yeah, that's right. It's last. One more time. Lifestyle is last. Because the ones who go broke, they flip that order. Lifestyle is first. And everything else, if there's anything else left over, goes into protection, savings, and wealth creation. So I interviewed Jordan Lewis here. Last year, he signed one of the highest paid nickel cornerbacks contracts in NFL history on the Just Earn It podcast. And that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel, Just Earn It podcast on YouTube. And he broke down exactly how he puts his money away using this framework. In fact, just to tell you guys, I know he's signed a 3-year, $30 million contract, but he's got a goal that every month he spends no more than 3% of his take-home salary. 3%. So make sure you subscribe to the Just Earn It podcast on YouTube so you don't miss it. All right. So that's the breakdown on why players end up paycheck to paycheck, even with 6-figure salaries. But what about players who don't go broke? What did they do differently? I don't know if you watched him back in the day, this beast of a running back named Christian Okoye, NFL legend, played for the Kansas City Chiefs. And what he did with his money is the exact move most people are told to avoid. It fits one of the layers we talked about in his previous framework, but he was told to put his money here. He did, even though most people aren't advised or guided to do that. So he put his money where? Well, before I tell you, let's watch this clip. And I'll tell you that decision gets so much hate and why he did it anyway. Take a look at this.
Annuity.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't do any big investments or anything like that. I had a good agent, Jack Mills, out of Colorado, who advised me at the time, put your money in the annuity. And then you tell me how much each year. You would get out a certain percentage and put it in there.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you able to capitalize on your likeness more so after your NFL career?
I will say yes. Yeah, I've made more money after retirement than I did when I was playing.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. And I have to tell you this: the money has come since Mahomes came to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because of their success,
Yep.
I'm being included.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey, and I love it.
Oh, because you have they want to go back and let's bring the players
That's
from the
right.
past. So
that
has brought all the attention, the new stadium.
That's right.
So there's this new life coming in, especially with Clark, and just all the investments that they put into the family running that that organization.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how do you feel when you see them winning so much now? Where
I
you're
love
like,
it.
Because you're like, I was on a team with, now they're.
I love it because I get called.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, you mind doing this?
Oh, that's awesome.
Pay you this much. Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah. And,
You know?
Fred Williamson. Fred Williamson was
Hummer.
the Hammer. He played for Kansas City. I think he was in the first Super Bowl. Super Bowl I. And I did a film with him called Original Gangsters. That was my first movie in Gary, Indiana. It's Jim Brown, Pam Grier, Richard Roundtree, rest in peace. Yeah, and
those are my boys.
to meet Fred Williamson, because when I auditioned for a guy.
Okay, listen. Annuities always get a bad rap. Ask yourself why. Here's why. Let me tell you. Financial advisors hate them because they can't charge fees, ongoing fees. It's not assets under their management. Real estate guys hate them because they want your money in their real estate deals. But here's what the wealthy do. Here's what the wealthy actually do. They use annuities for one thing: guaranteed monthly income for life. Even Shaq said it best. I work for fun now, not because I have to. Why? Because even on the podcast, Shaq said annuities give him a paycheck every single month, no matter what. So here's what most people don't understand. Life insurance protects your family if you die too soon. Annuities protect you if you live too long. Two sides of the same coin, same companies. And Christian Okoye here, he didn't just protect his wealth with an annuity. I was just looking it up here. His average salary was $500,000 a year, made just $4 million in his entire playing career. Put a bunch of that, a chunk of that inside an annuity. He built assets. His likeness that kept paying after the jersey came off, IP, royalties, his likeness, the Kansas City Chiefs that blew up when Mahomes took them to championships. So if you combine protection plus ownership, his likeness, that's the combination. And somebody tells you that annuities are bad, hey, just follow the money. Ask who benefits from you not having guaranteed income for life. All right. So you just saw what the wealthy do, what Shaq does, what Christian Okoye does with annuities, guaranteed income, protection that lasts, assets that keep paying. Now let's flip it. Last week I stumbled across this reel, went viral. Talking about savings and investments. A guy starts his 401k. He wants to start adulting. Sees money come out of his paycheck for the first time and absolutely loses it. Let's take a look at this.
Being an adult and sign up for a 401k at my job, they done took $298 from my check. Go ahead and go cancel that shit. Go cancel that shit. Cause $298? Yeah, go cancel that shit. I changed my mind. Fuck that. I tried to be an adult and sign up for a 401k at my job.
Okay, all right. All right, so that reaction, that's the most honest that most people want to admit. Because here's what nobody tells you when you start a 401k. Here's another thing. By the way, I hope you restart it, but here's the reality of 401k. You're locking up your money for decades, especially these young men in 20s and 30s. After 59 and a half is when you're supposed to be using it. Because if you touch it early before that age, not only taxes, but penalties. You might lose 30 to 40% of your money just to access your own cash. And even when you do retire, guess what? You still got to pay. You still got to pay taxes on the way out, on the distribution of it. So yeah, his gut reaction was right because he starts adulting now. Maybe this is a new thing, but something is being taken. The question is, what are you getting in return? For most people, they get a retirement box they can't touch in a 401k. Growth they can't control, and taxes they can't avoid. That's the system, though. And if you don't understand how it works against you. So the real issue isn't that he's contributing or stopping contributing for this matter. The real issue is nobody sat down with him and explained where that money actually goes, why it's there. It's not just adulting, what's it being set up for, and what he gives up to access it, and whether there's a better structure for his situation. And that's the conversation that sadly that most people never get. And by the way, this is also all due to lack of financial literacy. You got to ask yourself too as well, who benefits when you are financially illiterate? Let me tell you right now, here's who benefits when you're financially illiterate. Banks, who else? Credit card companies, FICO, the credit unions, the car insurance, property casualty insurance, because they can bump up your rates because of the lack of financial literacy. There's so many aspects. And by the way, this is Financial Literacy Awareness Month, April. And if you haven't done so, make sure you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on social media, because on those profiles is where I'm putting together a reel of the day or a caption of the day. On Facebook, I'm doing the Together series with my wife and I, how we run our finances and our business together, our marriage together, our family together. It's called the Together series. And for those of you who are married out there, or you're in business with a partner, your significant other, that will hopefully bless your life. And on Instagram, I'm doing 30 days of financial truth every day on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram there to check out some things I do on a daily basis to keep more of you aware about what financial literacy actually looks like. All right. So now you understand protection, guaranteed income for life. You understand what the system looks like. Now let's talk about ceiling. This next reel here says the sweet spot of making money is about $2 million a year. Eat where you want, live where you want, drive what you want. Beyond that, what's the point? So I agree with this. There's a missing layer. Check this out.
I think the sweet spot is making a couple $1,000,000 a year. And that's it, because for a couple $1,000,000 a year, your lifestyle reaches this point where you can live almost anywhere you want to live. You eat at any restaurant you want to eat at. You drive any nice car that you want to drive. You want a Lambo, Ferrari, if that's your thing, you can get one. You don't worry about, paying the bills every month, and you just have an amazing lifestyle, but still you can stay below the radar and people don't really know who you are. And the delta of making $2 million to making $10 million or more, there's not that much more reward. Like, once you live where you want to live, drive where you want to drive, what you want to drive, and eat where you want to eat, travel where you want to travel, what else is there? What I don't think people understand about money is you can only spend so much. Like, there's no difference between the guy who made $50 to $100 million life than a billionaire. The billionaire has billion-dollar size problems. The $100 million guy has $100 million size problems. The $2 million a year guy has much more palatable, easy problems to deal with. You know? But the lifestyle differences don't match the size of the fucking problems that it comes with. I really think the sweet spot.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I think he's missing one layer, though. I used to think that the same thing, $1 million a year, a couple millionaires, that's enough. Yeah, nice house, nice car, nice vacations. What else do you need? Then I started building a family, children. And I realized the best options for your family, we've retired my parents, we retired my in-laws. The best option for the family, it's not cheap. Best schools, not cheap. Best healthcare, definitely not cheap. Best advisors, people around you, definitely not cheap. The best protection with Chubb Insurance, not cheap. The best neighborhoods, whoo, not cheap. Hello, HOA. See, that's not lifestyle. What I'm looking at is stewardship. See, lifestyle is about you, where you eat, what you drive, where you travel. For me, stewardship is about positioning your family, people you love and care about, people in your community to access the best options in education, health, protection, and opportunity. In my opinion, here's the difference. Lifestyle, it does cap at some point. You can only drive one car. It's an annoying thing. You still got a valet, you still got to change the oil. You can only eat one dinner. But stewardship, my opinion, man, the God-given ability for us to compound wealth. Because here's the thing. One thing I don't want to miss out is in the favor of God. To have my children inherit what you build, not the restaurant I build. I want them to see the work ethic of what it takes to handle and slay these type of dragons. Because for me, the goal isn't the lifestyle. And I don't think many of you here in the 7-Figure Squad YouTube channel, your goal isn't, it might be a lifestyle. But after that, then what? For me, the goal is what the lifestyle serves. And as we bring it all back together, 4 clips, 4 different angles of money. And Dominic Sue told you the truth about taxes, but not necessarily the framework to actually keep what you make. Christian Okoye showed you what the wealthy do with annuities, guaranteed income, not gambling on markets. He's there chilling, just eating his chicken, right? Whatever they're eating, it looked like chicken to me. The 401k clip shows you a gut reaction that most people feel, but they won't say it out loud because the system wasn't explained to them. Their 401k retirement plan wasn't explained to them. Financial literacy wasn't explained to many, many people. In the sweet spot, this creator talks about $2 million is just enough just to get you under the radar. So here's the bottom line. It's a matter of what you make based on the life you want to live. It matters what you make based on the life you want to live. It's about what you do with what you make too as well. Protection first, a framework, cash reserve second. Third is wealth engine, funding and financing that. Legacy fourth, lifestyle last. Ooh, that's a one that a lot of people won't agree with. But see, that's not theory. That's how people actually build and keep generational wealth. By the way, if you go to my closet, the last thing you'll see is it filled with Louis Vuitton and Gucci type of stuff. Of course, we have a couple pieces in there. But for the most part, guys, it's about how I could look presentable. Therefore, I can attract people to our message and our movement. So if this hit for you, here's what I need you to do. Number 1, subscribe to this YouTube channel, 7-Figure Squad. Hit the notification bell. We do Millionaire Responds live every Tuesday, breaking down the financial reels, leadership reels, entrepreneur reels, clips that everybody's sharing is going viral. Second thing is subscribe also to the Just Earn It YouTube channel. That's where I interview people like Jordan Lewis, one of the highest paid nickel cornerbacks in NFL history. That interview is coming out, and he breaks down exactly how he structures his money. That episode is coming. Third one, follow me on Instagram, Money Smart Guy. I drop short breakdowns every day, the stuff that most people don't tell you about money, legacy building, insurance agency building, and building something that lasts. Please, with that being said, please drop your biggest takeaway in the comment section below. And from Dallas, Texas, I'm a Money Smart Guy. I appreciate you tuning in. Till we meet again.